We're back with the journey of an entrepreneur, and it is our last one for the season. We have been talking about how to build a business that can run on its own, creating systems and procedures that will give you that independence that you chose to start your business, right? You didn't choose to start a business to be enslaved to the business, but to create something that it could run and give you the life that you were looking for, that freedom, that quality of life that we all look for, that balance, right? So what are systems? We've been talking about systems left and right, but we've never really shared in detail what are systems. So I thought, what a perfect way to end our season, and we'll be back at the second week of September. And so there are three types of systems. They're called hard, soft, and information. And so what does that mean, hard? Hard systems are on living things, computers, supplies, uniforms, specific colors that you have for your staff. Maybe you have to use a uniform, or you have a specific color of the walls of your location. Anything that is not, it's tangible and it has no life, right? So it's the what we use to do our things, our business, right? It's the what we use. So for example, if you're in a kitchen, let's say you own a restaurant and you're looking for you use a specific product to clean your kitchen. You ask that all the people working in the kitchen have hairnets, that they wear gloves. There are specific knives to cut certain meats. Those are the hard system. That's what that means. And the soft system, of course, they're the living things. For example, ideas and script. It's the how you do it, how you get the business out to the public. So the scripts that you might have, maybe you have a specific benchmark, and how are you going to target that client, the materials you're using, how do you make a presentation. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you are having a PowerPoint, and that's the soft system. So let's say in sales, there's three real, if you don't know this, you might want to take notes. In sales, there's three main ways of making sales. There are the three processes that we all use. Those who have been in the sales for a lot of years, we know this. First is to create an appointment presentation, right? What is the script and the verbiage you're going to use to make that appointment presentation? That's one format. That's the beginning. The middle is the need analysis. Does that client really need your services, and do they qualify for what you offer? Because we talked about target audience and who is our client. So we need to find out, is that client really what we're looking for? Do they meet those qualifications and that we put ourselves in, the benchmarks that we created? And then the last one, when you're doing sales, is the solution. How you're going to fix or provide the services that you're giving to that client. So this is very important, that you understand that there's three areas to sales, and that's your soft system. The how you do things, the way you answer the phone, the way you follow up with a client, the way you handle a claim, the way you handle a sales process. That is really what soft systems are. And then the last one is information. So information systems are the communications between the hard and the soft. Your computers, right? Your materials, your whatever you use in your kitchen, whatever type of business that is, the equipment, and then how you deliver it to that client, the scripts that you use. So also it talks about the financials. So that's what your information systems are, the reports that you're running. So what type of reports do we run? And we've talked about this before. So let's focus on sales today, because remember, no sale, no business, right? Business starts when there's a sale. Everybody has a job when there's a sale. The receptionist can answer the phone, the customer service can take care of them, the sales department can do what they have to do, but nothing can be done without a sale. So let's focus on sales. What do we monitor when we have sales? Well, we want to monitor how many phone calls did you have to make to reach that prospect. So how many phone calls did you make? Did you make 10 and you reached 5? So you want to monitor that. How many appointments did you get? Did you get the 5 or did you get 3? And then how many appointments were really confirmed? Because we all know that we'll make an appointment and that person says at the last minute, which happened to me recently, 1 hour before my appointment, they canceled. We hate that, right? But that happens. So you want to monitor how many phone calls you made, how many prospects do you reach, how many appointments were scheduled, but how many were actually confirmed. And then after, how many were held? How many did you actually present? Did you actually go through the process of the need analysis, the solution, and how many were sold? And then, of course, the average dollar. You know when I know someone doesn't really know their numbers in their business? When we sell insurance, we ask an average question, which is, what's your gross sales? How many clients do you have? And what is the average per dollar per client? And when the person says to me, oh, it varies, I know right away that that's a new person in business. It is very important, even if you're just starting, you should know the average. How many clients do you have? What is the average closed sale? What is the average amount sold? And what is the average commission or percentage that you made on that sale? You should know that. If you want to grow in your business, you have to know those numbers. So as we talked about the hard systems, the soft system, and the information system. Another part is your financials. I always talk about, the sales, because that's when business starts, that's when work really occurs, but also your financials. And when we get back, we're going to get really in it. We're going to talk about things like, do you know what really cash flow is? Do you understand that cash flow doesn't mean profit? And is there a formula for that? Yes. How do you know the difference between cash flow and profit? And how do you calculate that? We're going to talk about challenges that all business owners go through when the economy has changed, or the client base, the community has changed, and is your product, is it relevant? And we're going to talk about real nitty-gritty issues that business owners go through. Now, we've talked about how to build the business, and the slogan, and the logo, and the name, and how do you market, and how to pick a target audience. We've done the general. When we come back, we're going to talk about being in it and really working it, and what are the challenges you might have had. So feel free to email me during this month of August, ask me any questions so that we can tackle that when we come back. I have enjoyed immensely being with all of you today, and of course all this time. I enjoy talking about business. I've been through it a lot. I love it. I know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so I hope that this was an advantage of you. If you missed anything, go to YouTube and follow all the steps and how to build a business that gives you the freedom as to why you started this business. Have a fantastic day. See you in September.